Good evening, guys. I have discussion B for you. We are discussing study shows cognitive improvement is possible across the lifespan. People aged 19 to 94 improved brain health with small, consistent habits, and there was no observed selling on gains. Even 5 to 15 minutes of daily micro training correlated with measurable increases on the study's brain health index. Key findings from the study: large longitudinal sample, 4,000 adults tracked for 1,000 days across ages 19 to 94. A new metric, Brain Health Index, BHI, multi-dimensional measure covering clarity, thinking skills, connectedness, social purpose, and emotional balance, resilience, rather than only defects. On selling and ceiling effect, top performers continued to improve over the study period, suggesting no known upper limit to brain optimization. Biggest gains for low starters. Participants with the lowest baseline scores improved fastest, showing poor starting performance is not permanent. Small, consistent habits matter. 5 to 15 minutes daily of targeted micro training and adoption of brain healthy routines were strongly associated with the largest gains. What this means for you: age alone is not destiny for cognitive decline. The study supports the idea that protective, consistent mental habits can produce measurable brain gains at any age, adult age. This aligns with broader neuroscience evidence that adult brains retain plasticity. For example, ongoing research into adult hippocampal neurogenesis and resilience mechanisms. Practical evidence-based steps to get started. Daily micro training, 5 to 15 minutes. Short, focused exercise targeting attention, memory, or problem solving. Build these pillars. Practice cognitive clarity puzzles, learning, strengthen connectedness, purposeful social engagement, and cultivated emotional balance, stress management, sleep, consistently over intensity, small, regular habits outperformed uh, sporadic, intense efforts. Track progress. Use a multidimensional measure, cognitive task plus mood plus social engagement rather than a single test to capture real gains. Limitation and converts. Conveys. Correlation versus causation. The study is longitudinal and controlled for many factors, but some improvements may reflect self selection or engagement efforts. Randomized trials are still needed to isolate mechanisms. Population and program specifics matter. The BHI and the particular micro training used are, are study specific. Not all brain games are equal. Biological mechanisms still under study. While behavior gains are clear, how much structural neurogenesis versus network recognition contributes remain an active research area. Quick guide and clarifying questions. Key considerations: time you can commit, current cognitive goals, memory focus, mood, and social supports. Clarifying questions: do you want a 2-week starter plan for daily micro training? Are you aiming to improve memory, attention, emotional resilience, or all three? A large 3-year longitudinal study shows brain performance can improve at any age. Nearly 4,000 people ages 19 to 94 improved on a multi-dimensional brain health index with just 5 to 15 minutes of daily micro training, and researchers found no observable ceiling on gains. Study summary. What was done? The Center for Brain Health, UT Dallas, tracked 39,000 to 4,000 adults over 1,000 days using a new brain health index, or BHI, that combines clarity thinking, connectedness, purpose, social and emotional balance, resilience. Key quantitative findings: participants aged 19 to 94 improved across The BHI 15 to or 5 to 15 minutes a day of targeted micro training and consistent brain health habits correlated with the largest gains. Notable patterns. People who started with the lowest baseline scores improved fastest, and even top performers continued to make gains over the study period. A no ceiling effect. Why this matters. Age is not destiny. The study reframes cognitive aging as modifiable trajectory rather than inevitable decline, supporting the idea that small, consistent habits can produce measurable brain gains across adulthood. Practical starter plan, evidence aligned, daily micro training 5 to 15 minutes, short attention, working memory, or reasoning drills. Three pillars of practice or to practice clarity, learn a new skill, solve logic puzzles, practice focus attention, connectedness, schedule meaningful social interactions or purposeful projects, emotional balance, brief mindfulness, sleep hygiene, and stress management routines, consistency, intensity, daily short sessions outperformed sporadic long sessions, limitations, and conveys. Correlation versus causation. The longitudinal design is strong, but some effects may reflect participant self selection or engagement. Randomized controlled trials are still needed to isolate mechanisms, measure specificity. The BHI is study specific. Not all commercial brain games or apps produce equivalent benefits. Mechanisms unsolved. Behavioral gains are clear, but how much improvement reflects structural neurogenesis versus network? Recognition remains under investigation. Quick decision guide. Consider available daily time. Your primary goal, memory focus, mood, and whether you prefer solo practice or social programs. Commit to a 2 week routine of 10 minutes a day, combining a focused cognitive drill, a short mindfulness practice, and one social purposeful activity. Okay, guys, that is your B for tonight. I will be back on tomorrow for shows. Until then, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks. Have a good evening.